What the hell? I can answer that question. I actually have a really long list of reasons for sub-only mode. It's actually something I thought out a lot the past day, and I wrote up like an essay on it. Sometimes when I make a decision, I like to write out my reasoning, especially if it's um, start out with the first reason. Well, the very, very first reason I had, which is like one of the more shallow reasons, was I think if I require sub-only mode, a lot of my existing fan base who's on the fence about subbing, because the sub button's new, they might not have even noticed it, but they would sub to me if they notice like, oh, he has a sub button, he's in sub-only mode, I like talking to him, I'm just gonna do it. So I'd be able to capitalize on those people like that. That was a reason. Like, some people maybe wouldn't bother, but now it gives them an actual incentive. And I feel like there was a certain percentage of people that really do enjoy my chat, really do enjoy interacting with me, and they'd be like, "Oh shoot, if he has sub only, I'll do it. I don't care." Like, it wouldn't really hurt them or anything. But that was like, okay, so that's kind of a weaker reason, but still cool. Like for somebody who is well known for being poor, that shouldn't come as a surprise that I'm definitely always looking for a way to make more money. So I was like, sub only mode, if it even causes a small percentage of my existing fan base or community to now make a decision, actually causes them to be more likely to sub. I mean, if they didn't like me to begin with enough to even sub, are they even a true fan of my stream? Are they even really a long-term committed follower of what I'm doing here? If they're not, it kind of like defines them as not being that. And then, well, if they don't like me enough anyways, I guess goodbye. Or they can still watch, but just not be interacting as much. From what I've seen, the biggest Twitch streamers hate it the most. They end up with these enormous toxic chats, and they don't really like that. Most of them go into sub-only mode just to slow down chat and get rid of a lot of the spam and trolling. The emote spam, this and that, makes it a little cleaner. Um, I think that smaller communities on Twitch are way more enjoyable. It's almost like you know everyone. It's tighter knit. You're all closer. It's more enjoyable. It's almost like that show Cheers, where everybody's drinking alcohol together. It's the bar. Everybody go to a place where everybody knows your name. In fact, somebody played that song from Cheers to like a trailer video for my stream because they see my stream as like a small community where everyone knows your name and everybody's buddy buddy. That's the most enjoyable situation you could have. I feel like a massive chat with like 5,000 people chatting at once, there's not that community element and you're just a number and you don't really feel a connection. So honestly, I feel like I would enjoy more to have a tight knit, close community where we consider each other to be kind of like friends. I don't really have many friends, and so it's like to kind of feel like I'm friends with people on Twitch, that's desirable. And if you take away um, the massive, massive growth on Twitch and you just have a small stream, you can actually do that. You can actually have a close-knit community. So I feel like I would, in the long run, enjoy that more if money's taken out of it. If I don't care about money at all, and my businesses take care of me. As far as just my enjoyment of Twitch, I think a small streamer experience is more enjoyable. And if I truly don't care about that view count number, which Everyone always tells you as a streamer, don't worry about that number, hide it, whatever, don't let it bother you. You should be on Twitch for the enjoyment of streaming. You shouldn't be on Twitch because of your view count. I've seen that so much, and it's like I always rolled my eyes like, yeah, right. Who's streaming on Twitch doesn't really care about that. You can tell yourself that, but even if you don't watch the view count live, I bet you're looking at your charts after the stream's over. Everybody cares. But I'm thinking like, wait, what if I actually don't care? Like really don't care how many viewers I have? Like for real. Genuinely don't care that I only want to stream to have a nice close-knit positive community of friends and have some accountability so that I become more productive and be able to show my robotics and hobbies and also gain valuable advice and insight and be able to answer questions, real questions about what I'm doing or what my next plans are or life advice or whatever. I feel like sub-only mode filters out a lot of just garbage, just like pure toxicity. Um, oh, and let's not get over like how many times have people come in and said nice microwave? Like I've read that comment hundreds of times. And these people just come in, they say nice microwave. I'm expected to respond every day. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have a microwave. It's like, oh, it gets so boring. But if somebody actually lurked for a while, got to know like, oh, this guy's a roboticist? Like, whoa. Like they actually found out about my stream, like read the description or stayed here long enough to get an idea of what I'm about, what I'm up to, became invested somehow in enough of a way that they actually did subscribe. I don't think I'd get those dumb comments like nice microwave anymore. And so it actually gets rid of a lot of just fluff, just non-content, just like stuff that is just annoying. At least if somebody subs, like they know what's going on. They're not just going to say some random BS. They actually have something to say, whether it's good or bad. They're not just somebody that randomly stumbled here and they're just like vomiting into my chat. Oh, like what is this stream about? It's like, oh, why should I have to keep explaining it? Why don't you just scroll down and read what it's about or ask somebody in a whisper? Like it's a waste of my time to explain to thousands, tens of thousands of people over and over and over what I'm doing when they could just read the description. So I don't know. I just feel like it will make a better use of my time. It will make me more efficient, and it will get rid of a lot of fluff and a lot of haters and a lot of negativity. Now, some people who like to tease me, but they do come across as a bit of a troll or hater. You know, I've always said I enjoyed that. I don't mind that. But it will cut down on the volume of that because, I mean, you only need one or two people trolling you for a couple laughs, but then it eventually does get old. So at least having sub-only mode, a lot of people who are trolling who just have nothing invested, they're not interested at all, they'll just come and go. And you'll just get the most dedicated trolls who actually like you or your channel in some way at least. Whereas if you have non-sub-only mode, the trolling will just be just unending, totally random BS, and it won't even be good trolling. At least sub-only mode will pretty much filter out people who live to troll you. I mean, they're really dedicated. They've got original stuff. They're very funny. Everybody enjoys it. Which I would say you, Spectre Dave, do fall in that category. You're very funny. And you're one of the people I was kind of sad to lose because I knew you weren't subbed. I was like, oh, I'll miss. He's one of the people I'll miss. Even though he does troll me all the time, he's hilarious. I've laughed dozens of times. So I feel like, well, first of all, I'm happy you subbed. But I feel like, and I don't mean for the money, I mean so that I don't lose you as a member of chat because I enjoyed having a lot of laughs with you. I feel like my most enjoyable trolls who aren't really, really mean-hearted, they're actually funny and charming. I feel like they'll sub anyways. So it's not like I'm trying to be troll proof, but I'll get rid of a lot of the like really nasty, mean-hearted trolling at least, and it will be more like enjoyable trolling. So I think just the quality and the toxicity level will be improved in my chat. I think that a lot of the most negative stuff comes from people who would never sub. Like the most negative, not just some funny, good-hearted trolling, but I'm talking like people who literally say like, just go hang yourself. Like that's not funny. That's not like charming. That's just really mean, rude, mean stuff. Um, I just feel like so much garbage will be automatically fleshed out. And my biggest fear was just, oh, well, chat will be a little more dead. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, chat does enrich my life to some extent, but there's a lot of negativity that could actually bring down my state of being, like my happiness, my mood. So I think it'll generally be a little more positive because at least it's people that actually saw something in me enough to actually subscribe. So that right there will mean like the odds are it'll be a little more of a positive chat. So that will improve my state. And then the fact that the chat gets cut down in volume, you know, if you're a partner streamer with 20,000 viewers, it's going to cut down your chat volume tremendously and make it readable. If you're a tiny streamer like me, it's going to cut down, it's going to crush your chat volume. But for me, my stream, it shouldn't even be about reading chat nonstop all day. That's good for me. I'll get more done while still getting all the perks of having friends on my Twitch, people I enjoy to spend time with. Um, I won't lose that because I have a lot of people now that have subbed and they do like me and they do like my stream. So I haven't lost anything. The only thing I have lost would be people who really do like me and do like my stream, but who cannot afford to subscribe. I have lost them, and that's a little bit sad, but I feel like all the pros outweigh the cons of that. And I guess friends shouldn't be about quantity over quality anyways. I'd rather take quality over just mass numbers of them. Even though like individuals, I could say like, man, I'm gonna miss that individual. So there is that. But I don't have to miss them forever. There's a chance that some of them will someday get their finances in order and be able to subscribe if they really do miss hanging out here. So it's not like necessarily forever. Um, I feel like the number one thing for my Twitch audience, my biggest thank you to them, would be to build the freaking robot. Like that's what I started streaming for. That's what everyone's waiting for. And the bottom line is, with sub-only chat, there's going to be less chat, less distraction. I'll be a little more productive every day. It'll add up. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a huge way to give back to people actually invested in who would really like to see me succeed. What better way to give back to those people than to actually succeed? And I believe that my odds of succeeding as an entrepreneur and as a roboticist and achieving my goals go up the more focused and productive I am. And cutting down on the massive amounts of lines of chat that I'm reading every day that are distracting me will make me more productive. Now, that distraction though, if it's being compensated for because people are paying me to chat, well then it's worth my time anyways. But how many people paid me nothing and were just here to distract me or try to put me down? Like how is that enriching or benefiting me? And then all the people who are really invested and fans of my projects, how is that helping them if they're seeing me waste my time reading just toxic stuff and then that same time could have been spent moving me closer to building the robot that's why they're here for. They want to see, like, because I don't think a lot of people are here to actually just see me talk. I think a lot of people are fans of my stream because they want to see if I can pull off some of my claims, actually see me achieve some of my goals. Like, when you read my description, I think people get hyped. Like, that sounds amazing. And a lot of people want to see if I can do it. And so I feel like people that actually want to see me do what I started streaming for would have to appreciate that making my chat sub only will move me closer to that end. And the fact that my chat will generally be more positive, since a lot of just pure haters who would never give me a dime are gone, I think that that will just motivate me even more, because I think that when people crap on your dreams and put you down all the time, it can have some effect on you. Even if you do have strong will and willpower, and even if you are a positive person, I think it can have an impact. So just filtering out a lot of that, I feel like will benefit me, even improve my odds of succeeding, because I'll be more motivated having read less negativity day in, day out. I think I'll have more energy because I think reading negative stuff can suck some degree of energy and life force out of you. So, yeah, I have like a lot of really good reasons, not just like, oh, I want money. It like that's not like maybe some part of it could seem like you're just greedy, that's why you did sub only mode, but I disagree. I think that it's a lot more involved than that. There's a lot more to it. And I think that even if I did want money as part of it, is that really so bad? Because if I'm a broadcaster, why shouldn't I get paid if it's my job? And if it's a hobby, but I'm actually putting effort to entertain people or to share my life with people, why shouldn't I be compensated? That's not so bad to desire. Like, people could be like, that's greedy. How is it greedy to want to be paid for my time? And this isn't just me wanting to go on Twitch and be a clown or waste others' time. I really want to teach people and be an inspiration to people. I really want to achieve my goals while people watch. And I have worthwhile goals, and I do have things to share and to teach. So I feel like wanting to be paid to bring value to people is a noble thing to want, because that will enable me to keep doing it. So for people that are just angry about the money aspect, I mean, I think it's a little unfair, actually. It's only $5 anyways, a month. And I'd say that's very reasonable to be able to interact with a scientist or someone that's every day logging in, giving you lots of entertainment. It's not that bad. A Netflix subscription is way more than that, and I provide way more content than Netflix, I think. Because how many movies are you going to watch a week? But I have like actual educational content. I don't know. Like, some people watch my stream 60 hours a week, or like 30 hours a week. And so that's a lot of free content. And it's not like people can't watch just because I'm in sub-only mode. They still get to watch. They just have to pay to be able to chat. Why not, like, imagine... I don't know, I feel like there's some entitlement, like, you're on Twitch, I should be able to chat to you, I should be able to tell you what an idiot I think you are. It's like, okay, well, give me $5 and I'll listen to your opinion. If you want to communicate for free with others, start your own stream to express your views. But I shouldn't be obligated to interrupt my day to read what you have to say, especially if it's not positive. But if you're paying me to do so, then yeah, it's worth it. At least I'm compensated for reading the hate. But if you're actually a fan of me, and you actually believe in what I'm doing, then the 5 shouldn't be a big deal anyways. I don't know. So there's a lot to say about it.